Oh, good morning, welcome to Rangers Radio, the favourite shows for the technical team. Early on a Saturday, early on a Sunday, join myself, Oxford, on the show. There's a one and only Albert who's got the team. Carry on, Albert.
The team is, mate, the team is McGregor, Tavernier, King, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Tillman, Kent, Morales, Wright.
Okay, so two players dropped put. Cholak and Ben Davis, two of our new signings, must be injured. We knew about Cholak. Now we're on the bench with substitutes of McLaughlin, Ryan Jack, Stephen Davis, Matondo, McCann, Arfield, Devine, Yafeko and Yuri. So it's you're either young or old on the bench, yeah?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. You can't put this into words. You can't even get your head around this. Every game we play, as soon as we play the game, there's at least one player injured after it. Every single game, it feels like. I mean, what are we up to now? Many players are out injured now. That's what, 12, 13?
Well, you've got Goldston, Hollander, Ben Davis, Suter. That's just centre-halves, mate.
Many games we play. We've played 27 games, right? And we've got 13 players out. And then you count the players that have came back, fair injury, and are back out injured. I mean, it's incredible. It must be up to about 18. It's nearly like a player a game now. Every time we play a game, somebody's out injured. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's something going on. And they better get to the boat, mate, because we can't just keep rolling on like this. This is nonsense. And this magical, after the World Cup business they keep going on about, that's just garbage. That's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. You've got 5 weeks off and you've got 5 weeks off and they're turning and say, what we're going to do with the players? Try getting them fit. Oh, we need a holiday, we need that. No, you need to get them fit. That's what you need to do.
I think they're going to your old school, aren't they? Some of them.
Aye. I'm old school. Aye, well, aye. I dip their toe in it, so we should go dip their toe in it and try and get better.
Aye. Listen, I mean, Ben Davis, we're inexperienced again at centre half.
With two guys up, well, one, I don't know if there's one or two, but two guys up. I think there's two guys up there. It's robust, let's say, to say the least. Streetwise, to say the least. And we put two reasonably inexperienced centre halves in there, smashing in it. It's really good. It's just every single obstacle can put in our way gets put in our way. It's unbelievable. Some of it's self-inflicted. I would say majority of it is self-inflicted. Some of these silly injuries. I'm scunnered with it, honestly. I'm scunnered with it. Totally scunnered with it. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Let's talk about the game, I suppose.
Aye. Well, we'll be sitting with usual. I think it'll be a 4-2-3-1, mate. I think you'll have the back four with Kamara and Lundstrom in front of them. That's how we see me play away from home. Maybe one of them will get a licence to go forward and make it a 4-1-4-1. And then you'll have the three in front of Wright, Kent and Tillman and Morelos up top. Yeah? So you've got Wright coming in for Matondo, Morelos coming in for Cholak, and obviously, Kamara's come in for Ben Davis, but he'll not be playing in the same positions. The boy Sands will get moved about again, yeah?
Mm-hmm. We've experience out of defence and our goals out the forward line. Great, smashing. If Tillman, Kent, Morelos and Wright don't turn up today, we're in trouble. I'm telling you right now. They four in particular need to turn up today. No more hiding. No more, I can't be annoyed with this. It's not working for me. They need to turn up. The last 20 minutes of the game on Wednesday needs to be the full 90 minutes of the day. At least send us away and we're holidays or whatever they're going to be doing. I take it's a holiday. We're smiling on our face. Let's do that. Let's change the mood of the Rangers support.
Aye, I think a victory first and foremost, mate. Yeah, but it would be good to get a performance, because obviously people would say that would be their. I mean, people like Morelos maybe over Cholak, but obviously Cholak's a goal scorer. Kent showed us in glimpses on Wednesday night what he can do, and obviously Scott Wright come on, and he played well for his cameo on Wednesday night, but he's not done it often when he started, has he?
Right, 20 minutes is his best performance in a Rangers jersey, and how long's that he's been wearing it? A year and a half? That 20 minutes has been his best. There's no doubt about it. He made a difference. He did make a difference when he came on. Kent all of a sudden finds a bit of form. How did that happen? I don't know. Kamara comes on and looks the part as well. Morelos, as usual, trips out of the ball. Too anxious, gets too excited in front of goals. Take a leaf out of Alex, but be cool and calm, collective in front of goal. Just put the ball in it. It's as simple as that, mate. There's no big secret of how to do it. Just be calm. But he doesn't. He seems to get excited. But anyway, let's hope he gets excited and still puts the ball in the end of the day. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how Kent come back into form. What happened to make the boy come back into form all of a sudden? I said it's a flick of a switch. You never know how it really happens. But I've got a suspicion it's a wee cleat, mate. I've got a suspicion it's a cleat because they don't seem to be wanting to play with Cholak. And there were two or three times he got to slip Cholak in on Wednesday night and he didn't do it. And I'm saying, well, why you... Tillman does it, but Kent doesn't do it. And I'm saying, why are you not doing that? Well, why are you not finding that guy? Quite easy boys. They're not difficult boys to find them, but you're not finding them. What's going on here? But you'll not find him and you won't shoot. So, no, come on. All of a sudden, Kamara comes onto the park. Morelos comes onto the park, and he starts playing well.
You love a conspiracy theory, don't you?
Well, there's something behind it, mate, because I don't believe a guy goes a year and a half not playing well. I don't know any player that's went that length of time out of form. There's something no right. I can't. I'm talking about Kent, aye.
He's had glimpses, mate, in decent games, but consistently since Gerrard left, if I'm being honest now, that's a year now. He's not been consistently great. Obviously, you've got the game away in Dortmund, and he's shown glimpses in the European games at Ibrox when he helped. He was one of the players that helped drive us on to victory. He was playing decent. But consistently in the league, has he performed? No, he's not. But he's not alone, mate, if I'm being honest, all there, is he?
No, I'm not laying it at his door. I'm laying partly at his door because it's partly his fault, but it's not entirely his fault. No, you're right. It gets spread about. There's a few of them.
I'm not saying he's playing well. What I'm saying is he's not alone. All right, if it's all right with you, we'll get these phone lines opened, yeah?
Yeah, I'm into that, mate. Love it.
All right. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
So, can you give us a team again, Albert?
I certainly can. McGregor, Tav, King, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Tillman, Kent, Morelos and White.
Substitutes: McLaughlin, Jack, Davis, Matondo, McCann, Arfield, Devine, Yefeko and Yuri. Good to see you, Ryan Jack. A player coming back for injury, hopefully. Can stay fit for the rest of the season, yeah?
Scotland, mate.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I don't trust him. I don't trust that. I mean, I'm being negative. I know I'm being negative, but I don't trust the guy. He's a Scotland player. He's not a Rangers player. All of a sudden, he's fit for the last game, and there's a Scotland game coming up. Nah, no for me, mate. If he plays in that Scotland game, I would say that transfer, you're no getting a new contract. Definitely not. And I'll be disappointed if he gets a new contract.
Well, if he goes and plays with Scotland, he's leaving himself open to criticism. I'm being polite there, yeah?
Aye, definitely, mate. We're weird into the bare bones. We're get backs to the wall, and all of a sudden he's no fit. He's this, that, he's the next thing. Most of the times he plays for that Scotland, he comes back injured anyway. So you're going, nah, no for me, mate. We simply can't afford this. We just can't afford our players to be like this. And that's what exactly they are. Too many of them lying down saying they're injured. I don't believe it. I don't believe they're all injured. Put it that way, mate. I believe the ones that are seriously injured are injured, of course. Helander, Hadji, Suter. These type of injuries are serious injuries. I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with them, but there's a load of the other ones. Funny thing about it is, do you remember years ago George Graham took over Tottenham? And it wasn't like because he was ex-Arsenal manager. The first thing George Graham done, I don't know if you remember, was he walked into the medical room and the treatment room, and he looked in there, and they had a jukebox music and then tellies and all that. First thing he does is rip all that out, get all that out, he says. Everything, get it all out. He took it all out, Right, and the next thing he says to every one of the injured players, you will report to White Hart Lane at that time. Still is White Hart Lane, but you report to White Hart Lane at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you won't leave till 5 o'clock at night. What has, and he explained to them, the reason you're going to do that, he says, you're going to find what it is to have a normal job, a working man's job, who's going to fight through the traffic in the morning, get to his work, spend all day at his work, and then fight through the traffic at night to get home for his work. Do you know, within 3 weeks, he had one player left on that. He had something like 16 to 17 players on the injury list. Within 3 weeks, he had one. And even Anderton, you remember that boy Anderton, they called him sick no it. He was injured for years in that. All of a sudden, he went in a run of games. He went about 6 months, 7 months without being injured.
I think you're trying to sign him in January, mate.
It would surprise me. But that's what I think in East Ham now there. I think it's too cushy. You've got to make it a bit uncomfortable for these injured players. He explained to them it's a privilege to play professional football. And if you're not going to play professional football and sit in the sick, well, we're going to treat you like just a normal working guy who has to go through all these hardships to get to his work and get home for his work. So the privilege is there. The privileges you get by playing come with it. In other words, you go to your training, you would turn up at 9, 10 in the morning, whatever it is you do your training, you're away for 1, 2, whatever it is.
Take a breath.
Take a breath. I can't take a breath. I start these games angry, mate.
Right.
I wish the players would start angry.
I wish you would start on the front foot, mate, and put the ball in the net. That's all I'm asking, on the front foot, put the ball in the net. We started on the front foot last Sunday, mate, but we never put the ball in the net. It would make a difference, mate. It would make a difference, mate. It would make a difference. It makes a huge. They've done it a couple of games, and you see the difference it makes. It's a huge difference, and it's not like we'll not get the chances. I wouldn't say clear-cut chances, but last week against St John's, not 8 corners, all 8 crosses a game in the first 20 minutes. It's even less than it. The first 15 minutes, you're going. You can't take one of them. You can't take not one of 8 chances. It's not good enough, mate. It's quality. That's the lack. That's what we're lacking. Quality. It's quality ball. We'll get plenty of the ball. We just don't know what to do with it. We've not got enough quality. Sorry, mate. I'm ranting. I'm ranting and raving again. No. I know she's let you out for the day.
Well, she's away out. You know what I mean? So that's it. I'm running about this house myself, mental.
Freedom.
I've put 3 boys in the wardrobe today, man. I've 2 heaters in the left footer, man. For distance. Rolled up socks. I've been up and down the hall, dribbling up and down the hall. But anyway, it's like me as Rangers fans, we start going to the game, looking at the game angry because we know if this team start doing what they do, mincing about and playing slow and walking football, and oh no, here we go again. But as you pointed out, quite simple. Bang, goal, bang, goal. Problem solved, mate. Put the ball in the net. Problem solved. All the problems. It's not just some of the problems. It's all the problems.
Goals at the right time change matches, mate. If we score in the first 20 minutes against St Johnstone last week, mate, and no offence to them, they scored 2 decent goals from their point of view, but we'd win the game. You've got to score goals anyway. Talking about somebody who scores every weekend. I've been joined by Andy for Leeds. How we doing, Andy?
Good morning, guys. Just going on from Albert's going there. I certainly think a lot of it's down to the training and what they're doing in the training. I don't think they do the proper physical training. I don't think they do the match day scenarios like where we used to have back in the day, the Scots against the English and all getting stuck in. So when they go out into the park, they're not ready for the game. And that's why they're breaking down with all these injuries. That's what I think it is. I think it's a bit like the old Le Guin thing, isn't it? Oh, we'll have no physical contact in training. And then you come out in the park and you're not ready. And in Scotland, if you're not ready, you're going to get found out whether you're good, bad or indifferent because it's the physical side of it that 90% of the time wins the games. That's just my take on that one. It might be wrong, but that's how I see it.
You're going to hear a lot of conspiracy theories because we're starting to get muscle injuries. I'll be interested here, but I'll see if I can find out what's up with Ben Davis. But you're glad to see your mate back, Ryan Jack, back in the squad, Andy?
I am, but I had Albert giving him one there right enough. Like, he should pull out of Scotland. He should not be anywhere near that. But I wouldn't go as far as that, Albert. I think he wants to play for Rangers. He's just done, isn't he? You know, if you want to be honest, that's a lassie, you know. But I'm glad he's back. If we could get a run with him, Albert, if we could get a run with him, albeit that it's short, but if we could get a run with him, you know, a few games that could, you know, bring the Scouts guy back into it and get some kind of physicality in the middle, then fair enough. But the trouble is, even if he comes on today, probably goes and plays for Scotland, you'll find in the World Cup break there that he'll be injured. That's what's going to happen. The same with Rufus, the same with the other ones. That's the real worry. But a fit Jack's, well, you know what I think about him, don't you?
But the stupid thing about it, Andy, I don't doubt he wants to play for Rangers. I don't doubt it. But wanting to play for Rangers and actually playing for Rangers, miles apart. What he's up to is ridiculous. His body can't take it. He can't take international football and club football. It's a fact. He knows that he can't do it, but he keeps on doing it. Now, the crazy thing about it and the stupid thing about it was Van Bronckhorst's interview yesterday. And he turns around in that interview and turns around Jack's in the squad and he's been picked for Scotland because they were slagging. They were basically in a roundabout way pulling us up for only having one player at the World Cup. And then Jack's name get mentioned because he's in Scotland squad. He then turns around and said about Jack, see, the actual good thing about, rather than rest for him now, the 5 weeks, it's good that he gets minutes into his legs. What for? I'm saying, what for? You've got 5 weeks off before you get again. What do you want minutes in his legs for now? What you putting another game in front of him where he's probably going to get injured? Why don't you just say, no, I don't want him to go to Scotland. I want him to stay with us and train with us and get really fit, ready for the second half of the second day. The return in December to the games. Why does he not say that? Why does he want him to go to Scotland and put a chance that he's going to get injured again in a non-Rangers game? It's stupid. I'm saying, no. What are you on about? Manage this situation properly and stop throwing the Rangers support and Rangers the football team under the bus. Stop doing it. He should stay with the squad. He shouldn't be anywhere near Scotland.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Sorry, Andy. Sorry, I'm totally ranting. I'm just ranting. I'm just running at the world.
No, you're right. I mean, I totally agree with you. I wouldn't Jack fit and playing for Rangers, you know.
Remember what the rules are.
What rules?
Well, about turning up for international football but you can't just say you're not going because you don't want somebody.
This one you can, Zox. This one you can. Rangers can stop one playing. Is that more because Society have stopped all their players going to any international duty? That they don't have to, like the World Cup, they've got to go to the World Cup, but if it's not the World Cup, they don't have to go. Like friendlies and all that, they've stopped the whole lot of them going. We've got our players going.
I don't think he should play in the friendly, but he's a substitute today. We might not even see him if everybody plays well, you know. But unlucky again, 2 players not playing again. Andy, Ben Davis, Big Chola, you know, we can't catch a break, can we?
No, it's a worry that, isn't it? If we could put a finger on it, we'd be all right, and we'd get it sorted, you know, for the team to go for being stronger, right enough. But the Ben Davis one, like Blue Star said, I've been watching him a bit, and he's always odd in his groin area whenever he's playing. He's pulling his shots away from his bars and all that, right enough. So there's something going on there. So maybe he is, you know, it's physical in Scotland, isn't it? He's not had a lot of game time, and if he's got that slight injury, it only gets we seem to be able to put players in that are even injured and make them worse, and you probably won't see them. That's a big problem we have as well. But catching him, I mean, Big Kolak, yeah. And you got Morales, he looks way overweight. Like, is he going to come out with an attitude of saying, right, I'm starting for 90 minutes, I'm going to impose myself on the game, or we're going to still get the same? I mean, the chances he's had, and very good chances, he's fluffed them. In that one he missed in Europe. He didn't even look up at the goals.
He could have scored the hat trick against Napoli. He could have scored the goal. He could have been sitting with 4. He could have been sitting. We could have had a disaster in the Champions League, and Morelos could have been sitting on about 5 goals, couldn't he? And everybody's saying, well, you know. Yeah, I know it's a bit extreme all there, but he did have chances, didn't he?
Oh, he did chances, mate. Chances. It's not only chances. It's chances he should have scored, mate. Let's be honest. He should have scored them. A decent striker on his game would have scored them. No doubt about it, mate. He would have scored them. But he didn't. And that's where we are. No use looking at or going on about he didn't score. He should have scored. So you shouldn't be going on with that. But anyway, I'm right. You're right, mate. If he was sitting there 4 or 5 goals, no bother. Would it have made any difference to the overall section? Not a jot. Would it have made any difference to us? Well, they might have took a bit of embarrassment away from it, slightly, I would have said, but that's about it. We wouldn't have got to the UEFA Cup, I don't think, for his 5 goals or 4 goals. But it wouldn't have gone against us, put it that way. It was just embarrassing. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm not going back to that one either. But let's hope he just lands up in the day and he puts them all. Every chance he gets, puts them all away or the majority. Put it that way.
Aye, I'm guessing here. I'll need to check it out. I think this will be the first league game he started in about 8 months, Andy.
Some time into it, right enough to think where he was and what he can do for us. I don't think he's very disciplined at all when he's not in the team because he seems to balloon when he's not in the team. I mean, that's a lot of turnips cream cakes that he's been eating there, but right enough.
You can't do that against him.
He should sew up his mouth right away. That's what he should do. As soon as he's in, just sew up his mouth. Sew up his pie hole. Don't let him shovel his in his pie hole.
He looks absolutely massive to me. Like, you know, I mean, what to do? What is the club doing? It's training him. Where's the trainer that's going to say, "Wait a minute, you've got a wee bit of weight on there. Let's get you sorted here." You know, but they just seem to be letting him balloon. I mean, I don't know. Like I say, always gets a couple of goals today, and you know, I don't think he'll be the permanent starter now, no matter what happens. I agreed. I like the point that Olber made about Kolak and the players not playing to him. I've actually thought that, said that actions as well. I said, there's something wrong here. There's a guy that knows how to run it. Because if you're watching Kolak, he's telling him where he wants the ball and all that. He never gets there. So I do agree with that. There could be something in that.
You never know. Dressing rooms are strange places. But listen, Albert, people join us all the time. Give us a team.
The team is McGregor, Tavernier, King, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Tillman, Kent, Morelos and Wright. Scott Wright.
It was the 20th of the 3rd, so it's nearly 8 months since Morelos started, yeah? 20th of the 3rd. He started.
That was self-inflicted, though, wasn't it, mate? That was self-inflicted.
The manager done that to him, mate. Yeah, he wasn't. We knew he wasn't fit, yeah. Yeah.
That's the Rangers getting thrown under the bus again with bad management decisions.
Yeah, if we're being honest, mate. And it'd have been interesting to see if he'd have been fit in that final, whatever that took us, because obviously he's playing up top and Aribo's playing in the right. You maybe improve your team, but that's another thing. All right, the substitutes today are obviously John McLaughlin, Ryan Jack, Stephen Davis, Matondo, McCann, Arfield, Devine, Ufeko and Yuri. So a mixture of experience and youth on the bench, Andy.
Yeah, still no Lowry there, no?
No, mate. He's not ready yet. Yeah, just let the boy, just give him a few weeks, yeah?
No, I think he's ready to sit on the bench and maybe come on for 10 or 15 minutes. I don't agree with that. You know, I mean, we've got to get... This is a guy that come in when we're really struggling and just do something for, you know, the way we're playing. Sometimes you cut your nose off to spite your face there. I mean, he's played in the B game. He played a full game in there.
Two more B games and hopefully be ready for when we come back.
Yeah, I'll give you that, right enough. But I think now's the time. I think last game before you could have sat him on the bench there. It gives him a wee bit of a fillip as well. Thinking, no, he's back around the first team scoring. You know, I mean, from being there, I know he's had a bad injury and all that, but then he's suddenly sitting and looking, I'm in the B team here. And this guy's getting in before me that are doing nothing right, what I can do. That's just my theory on it, right enough, you know. I don't think he likes him, to be honest with you. I think he thinks, I don't know, there's something don't sit mind you there again. I don't think Gio liked any of them. I'm baffled with him. I'm really baffled with him. He did a Kenny McDougall yesterday, didn't he?
Hope to like them, is it?
No, you don't. No, listen, when I played football, like, the guys I didn't get on, but when I was on that park with them, like, they got my heart and soul with them because of my team. You don't have to like everybody. But if that's the case, let's say he does, and I'm not saying he does, he is, but let's say that kind of feeling's in there, and that's not for the good of Rangers neither. You have to pick, especially with the injuries we've got, you have to pick it. And I think Lowry, whether he's been out or no, I think Lowry does that little bit or that little move or that little shot that could get you a 1-0 win instead of a draw or a St Johnstone, you know. when the game's tight. That's just
let's get the boy fit and let's see what it takes us. Yeah,
you'll not get fit just playing in B games and all that. In my opinion, he needs to go up at higher level.
He'll not get fit sitting on the bench.
Yeah, but I'm saying sitting on the bench with a view to come on for 20 minutes or you know what I mean? You can't tell me that he's not good enough to do that.
No getting fit for 20 minutes. He ain't ready yet, Hundy. Just wait. Give the boy a bit of time. Yeah, let him get ready. Let him get fitter and let him explode. Yeah, if he's going to do it. He ain't ready.
Yeah, I get that. But I still say that, well, we're putting plenty on the bench that are definitely not ready.
No,
I think we'll get the same out of Lowry.
They've not been injured. The boy, let the boy get fit. You know? Albert.
Aye, I'd leave the boy alone, I know, and just leave him where he is. He'll be ready enough. Bearing in mind, by the way, that this boy, when he comes and Lawrence comes back, there's three of them vying for one or probably two positions. You've got Tillman, Lawrence, and Lowry all vying for, I'd say one position, but they play the 2 10s, there's two, so it's say 3 into 2. So that's what you've got. So I think at the moment, with the team structured and the way the injuries are, I don't think they want to bring him into the team because he's in direct competition with Tillman, and they don't want anybody to take him out of the team now because, let's be honest, he's about the only real creative player, consistent creative player we've got at the moment. Might be no your cup of tea, might not be one of the players that look if he's trying that much at times, but the fact of the matter is he's one of our most creative players. So I don't think they want to bring the young boy onto the bench to say, well, you've got to try and displace Tillman, because I don't think he's ready for it. I don't think he's ready for the team with the way it's playing. See that we're playing well, Andy, really well. I think that's the time you introduce a player like him. He might have a chance to.
He might have given a boot Albert, but it was a badging he got. Yeah, you know, he got a badging. You know. You know what I mean? And we can't blame
it. It was a career-ending one. Let's be honest about it. Could have been a career-ending one.
And you got a badging, and we can't blame the fitness staff for that one. That was assault. Yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely. That was out of order.
Anyway, do you think
again?
Do you think we'll play with 1 or 2 sitters a day? Do you think Lundstrom will sit and Kamara and Tillman will be free roll, or do you think there'll be 2 sitting?
I think there'll be one. I think the sitter will be a Lundstrom and Kamara will go forward. I don't think. I'll get a view on Lundstrom as factors. I think he likes to play way back there because he's a lazy player. He doesn't like to. He likes to push for a wee while, but he gets fed up with it and going. There's too much effort required for that. So I think he'll let Kamara. He'll want Kamara to go forward rather than him. And it should be the other way about. Kamara should be the holding player and letting him go forward because. I don't know about you, but I thought that's the player we were getting. I thought it was a guy who was going to drive us up the park. I thought that's what it was all about. But when he took that deep line holding midfielder,
his role seems to have changed. Andy?
Lumsden I would have definitely forward with Kamara behind, like you say, right enough. I don't know. I mean, I'm not all over him. He had that good spell last season, really, really, really well. But he seems to play, don't he, when Jack's alongside him. Maybe he's carrying, maybe he's having feeling it in his own mind that I'm having to do it all here, and maybe that's affecting him a wee bit, in his head. There's no doubt he can play a bit but I don't know. I would just go over the 1 and just try and impose myself against him. You worry now, don't you? You don't even know what to say before a match day. You're wound up, and I just want to see Rangers do well and get back in like we all do, but you look at that team and you think, well, it should be good enough. But then you think, where they've played and how they... I mean, all that possession means nothing.
Folks, I've got to go on mute at the moment.
Okay. Possession means nothing. You've got to put the ball in the net. Andy, that's what it's all about. It's as simple as that. It's a simple game, mate.
I mean, maybe just one thing, and I keep saying it, maybe just one thing that turns you around. I mean, I think we all agree that this World Cup thing's a load of trash, man. If we go out there and play really well and we get a good win, you don't want to break for 5 weeks. You want to start trying to make inroads on that 7 points, don't you? And getting the team moving. and it's all settled down. I mean, well, they're saying, "Oh, it'll be all right when we come back," but who's all coming back? There's only Lawrence in there that can. I'm a bit baffled about that.
I'm hoping Ben Davies is back. I'm hoping Golson is near return. I'm hoping that Ridvan's fit and press. I'm hoping that Ryan Jack is fit. I'm hoping that Alfredo and Cholak are fit, and then Tom Lawrence is fit, mate.
Well, I never thought I'd say the shots. As you know, I shoot from my lip, and then if things turn around, I'll be honest as it did. Bye. I never thought I'd say, but Golston, we're missing him. Honestly,
obviously he had a spell there at the start of the season. He wasn't great, but he's our organiser, mate, and that's what for the whole time. We would have never. We miss him, mate. He's arguably our best centre half when you see it now. I don't know if he's our best defender if he's fit out the centre half. So I do believe that a fit Hollander is a better natural defender, different kind. Blocks the ball, throws himself in front of it. But Golson's our organiser, mate.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like you said, the injuries. I mean, geez, I can never. Look, we've always had that. I remember when we won. Was it 5 in a row? We had horrendous injuries. We were patching them up and all that. So we have had these times, but this is every time somebody goes out on the pack, and then the next press conference somebody else is injured. And, that there must be something wrong there. I would as trainers and doctors not doing things right. I don't know. I mean. But if it's not that, then we've had some horrendous luck, haven't we? If you're looking at it that way. But
bad luck, mate.
Yeah, you couldn't make it up, could you?
I think I didn't like was the hamstring ones. A couple of them. It gives me issues that we're maybe not getting the conditioning right. But most of them have been different injuries. The Golston against Liverpool, obviously. Ridvan, when he goes for a tackle, does his hamstring in. Morelos, we know about. Hadji, a full knee replacement and an Oculus challenge and a cup tie. So maybe our luck just has to change all there.
It could be that, mate. It could be just unlucky. I don't think it's all unlucky. I think there's something that is unlucky. Suter, Ellender, Hadji, fair enough for the referee. But the rest of them, question mark. You need to go something to convince me, mate, that it's no down to the training. Correct me if I'm wrong here, did I not see a Rangers player, I think it was Tavernier, going down with cramp one time this year? I've not seen that before. I've never seen that at all last year. In fact, I can't remember last time I seen a Rangers player going down with cramp. But I'm sure he went down with cramp. It may have been one of the European games, or it might have been one of the qualifiers. So that suggests to me that the training has changed, because we didn't go down with cramp last year's run. All right through that, I didn't see one Rangers player going down with cramp.
I think a lot of the negativity comes about because of the bad results we've had, mate. Yeah, if we hadn't had the results and we still were in the same situation, you don't look at things the same, But Andy just need a change of luck, yeah.
Yeah, a good win would do it, and I would just like to see my team go out, impose themselves all over them, get a good win. And every one of the players on the pack all look together. I don't see that now. I don't, as Olber said, they will do that. But how can they not want to play? That's what gets me. That's what hurts me. If we go out and we don't work that we gale at all, that'll do me. I'll not do me as far as no winning trophies, but I want to see them. The looks on their coupons and all that with pride as we have us going and following with team. I don't think that's much to ask for, and I know it's modern day and all that kind of geek and all that, but at the end of the day, look, walk into that place, man, they should be winning. Come on, give me my shirt. I want to play here. But it don't seem to happen these days, does it? No.
The game's changed. It's all better, isn't it?
Aye, but the fans have no. The fans have no. We still expect the
way you judge it, Andy. The way I judged it, I see what you're saying there. I agree with you. And the way I've judged it is we've took 9 defeats this season. 9 defeats this season, and that's fine. If you just take a defeat as a defeat, But if we're getting everything, and as you said, and fighting and going, you're just unlucky there. But out of the 9 defeats, by the way, 8 of them were tankings. And that is what is unacceptable. That's why everybody's questioning the teams. That's why they're questioning their spirit. That's why they're questioning them. They're complaining cleats. Was the manager no doing something? The training no. That's where all the questions are coming. That's 8 tankings this season, mate. It's not acceptable. So who answers the questions? As the supporters, we only can ask the questions. Nobody ever answers us. We just debate between ourselves.
We've got a game starting in a couple of minutes. Yeah, we've got all week to talk about this. Yeah, you can join us all week. Yeah, we've got a game starting in a couple of minutes. Yeah.
What we're saying is not going to make any difference to the game, mate. They're going to go out there and play the way they're going to play. We hope they're going to play well. We want them to play well.
So do you think you wouldn't have been putting this team out at the start of the season, would you? You know, we wouldn't have thought this team with Sands,
strongest 11,
Sands and King at centre back, and even if I'm being honest, Andy, Alan McGregor starting, because let's be honest, we thought that we had a succession plan in there. It never worked near it, did it?
No. I mean, Alan McGregor, you can see now. I mean, he don't move like he used to. You know, anything at the side of him now, he would leap all over. He's making them now. Thing at the side of him. I would now. I mean, McLaughlin's been shot. There ain't no doubt what happened with the Filth game and then the Ajax game and the couple of bad balls out he put out that cost us goals. That's done him. He's not for the big games. He was all right coming in for League Cup games when the pressure come on top. We found out about him. But you're signed a young keeper on there, for another 3-year contract. He should be getting a look in there. You know, especially, we're quite a lot at building. All going to be there after. It ain't going to be no dramatic changes. If anybody thinks that we're bringing, I'll hold my wish on that. You may get a couple of loan players. I don't think anything's going to happen. We're going to try and go with this to the end of the season. And that's not to say they can't turn it around. I still believe we might be 7 behind. My head tells me what I think will happen. My heart will never give him. And even if it's mathematically possible, till they say that they've won it, I'm not getting in. I'm giving them nothing. Never have done, never will do. So, we just got to hope that we can come back. So, that wee fan that had a go at Tavernier, I didn't think he did anything wrong. There was no swearing or cursing like back in our day. There would have been hell to pay. He just put his point there and Tavernier listened. Now, take that to the players and tell them, look, these guys are hurting. Just come out, guys. Let's get together and go and show that we're far, far better than what we've been giving them. That's not a lot to ask for, modern day or no modern day. That's all I say there, Ox.
No, we just need to score goals all better. Go back to it. That's the problem in games when we've been in situations. You mean we've no scored goals? Even bizarrely, if you think back to Anfield, where we were under the cosh, gave a penalty kick, we could have scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. But scoring goals.
Actually got a draw, man.
Bizarrely, I go back to last Sunday, messing about, not getting the ball in the net in the first 20 minutes when you're dominating. We've got to score goals, and if the manager doesn't accept the game's about goals and thinks it's about possessions, well, he'll fall on his sword eventually. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that possession-based football is all the nonsense. There's no effect of it. It doesn't win you things. It doesn't win you things on a regular basis, put it that way. Unless you've got outstanding world-class players, which we've not. So, this possession, it's what you do when you've got possession, what you do with the ball. Everybody knows that. Everybody's played football. At all levels know that. So put the ball in the net. That's what you're meant to do. Put the ball in the net. But if you look at our forward line, especially the one we'll go out today, they're toothless, basically. They don't score goals. It's just a simple. Kent, Morelos and White don't score a lot of goals.
About 6 goals.
Look at the amount of goals
this season. 6 goals.
That's for forward line, by the way. And that's not even getting deeper into the midfield. Tillman, you've had a couple after this season. Lundstrom, you've had a couple after this season. Kamara, you've no scored. Tav scored a couple. The rest of them have no scored at all. So you're sitting saying to yourself, the goals are no in the team spread about. But in particular, no in my forward line. I'm fed up with my fullbacks with my stars. I told you I want my forwards to be my stars and my midfielders to be my stars. I want them to influence games, control games, and score goals. That's what I want. And I don't get it. All I get is, we get 75% of the ball. Oh, good. You give me a 75% of Ginas, and I couldn't bulge you anything, you know what I mean? Because you've got something doesn't mean you know what to do with it, and that's what's up with us. We don't know what to do with it.
Yes, well.
Anyway, we'll win the day. We'll win.
Mrs. Albert talks about you regular. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. It's afternoon now, Andy. Cheers, mate. Thanks. Good to hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, always a pleasure. Right enough. Hopefully, coming week and that. Let's see what we go. We've got plenty of time in front of us now, haven't we?
Aye. Albert, last word.
Aye, we're going to win the day. After all my negativity, I still think we're going to win the day, 2-1.
All right. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, old school boy.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue. Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue. The most successful team in football, we're Scotland's gallant few. Though at times they have been hard, we've followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Every Saturday we follow to cheer the boys in blue. The most successful team in football was Scotland's gallant few. Times they have been hard, we followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue. The most successful team in football was Scotland's gallant few. Though times they have been hard, we follow near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Every Saturday we follow to cheer the boys in blue. The most successful team in football was Scotland's gallant few. Who times they have been hard, we follow near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands and